Doom is one of my most favorite games of all time. From the first game to the 2016 remake and Doom Eternal that's coming up this year. I've always considered all the Doom games to be utter successes, except for Doom 3, because that one sucked. But I recently found out that there was actually a movie about Doom. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't surprised. But the really strange thing was that I found it in a 7-Eleven in a value movies bin. So my first instinct was to obviously pick it up and buy it for about $5 and then go home and watch it. Especially since it had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Karl Urban. The first real twist of the movie is that Dwayne Johnson is not Doom Guy in this movie. The second twist is that Universal is trying to make another Doom movie this year as well. The third twist was that the movie fucking sucked. So I decided to watch this movie 3 times, and the movie got worse each time I watched it. The only real redeeming quality of this movie was that the opening was the Universal logo, but instead of Earth it had Mars instead. Otherwise, this movie is a total cash grab that was playing off Alien and Doom at the same time. So I'm going to be going over the things that went wrong in 2005 movie so that they could fix it in the 2019 movie. Alright, so step 1, bring back Karl Urban. I know he's kind of busy dying in Thor Ragnarok and doing that next Star Trek movie that I'm eventually going to see. I just checked the casting and it says that he's not in it. I'm calling it right now that this movie's going to be terrible. Alright, step 2, increase your soundtrack. There is literally only 2 songs and neither of them belong in a Doom movie. The first one was performed by Nine Inch Nails, and I honestly thought it was the best track in the movie, considering there's only 2. And then Struggle, which was just... why? Step 3, actually make your characters memorable. This is a massive spoiler for the movie. Everybody dies. Except for Karl Urban and his really weird sister. Which brings me into my next point. The ending is terrible. It literally ends with this guy right here going into the elevator with his sister, but he's like carrying her, and it's really strange, especially since they're siblings, and that's it. There's nothing else after that. That's just the end of the movie. And speaking of characters that you don't care about, every single side character who dies could not possibly have been any less cared about. The most interesting thing about one of these characters is that he cuts himself every single time that he misses a shot. Yeah, there are about 3 different characters who all die in this movie who have absolutely no personality and no interesting traits whatsoever. And even if they put up some really good fights, you ultimately don't care if they die or not in the end. Shagjaverte. Don't make your main characters related. This literally made no difference, and all it did was make the ending weirder. Metal Gear 5. Ditch the first person scenes. They suck absolute monkey nuts. Number 96. Infectious Tongues bad. And finally, number 7. Don't make the reason for the superpowers be Down syndrome.